want you to think about, look at this picture right here. Do you think that he's from the past or do you think he's from the present? The past or the present? Now remember, past is something that happened long ago. Look at what he's wearing, what's around him. What do you think? Say it out loud. And then why do you think that? So go ahead and say why you think it's either the past or the present. So why do you think it's the past or the present? So many of you might have said, well, that's the past because we don't dress that way anymore. And we also don't have those boats that are in the background either, right? That is very true. Now, this is a real person. He lived long ago. His name is Christopher Newport. We have actually a university that is named after him in Newport News. So that's where we get the name Newport. So we've been talking about Jamestown and how it was the first permanent English settlement. So Christopher Newport, he was an English explorer and he did something he had a contribution. So he helped out the people of Jamestown. So we have contribution, which is the act of giving or doing something. So as I read, I want you to think about, what did Christopher Newport give? What was his contribution, especially to Jamestown? So here's our heading. We have our heading of Christopher Newport. So it's going to tell us everything that we're about to know about Christopher Newport. So Christopher Newport was an English explorer. He safely brought the first colonists to Jamestown, but he did a lot more than just that. Well, look, we have our photograph and then our caption, which is explaining our photograph. Newport used small sailing boats and Indian canoes to travel up the James River. He explored it as far as he could go before waterfalls stopped him. So we have our keyword, which is explorer, a person who travels to a new place and tries and learns more about it. So here's our subheading. So saving Jamestown. Oh, this sounds really important. Newport knew the English settlers needed help from the Powhatans, so he tried to keep peace between the two groups. It was not always easy. There were many hard times for the settlers. Lots of men died during a terrible winter with very little food. So here we go. Here's another photograph and then our caption, the bitter cold winter, and settlers tried to steal food from the Indians who barely had enough for themselves. Ugh, so not good. Newport made a very big contribution to Jamestown. He returned to England to bring back more supplies and settlers to the Jamestown settlement. Thanks to him, Jamestown was saved. So what was his biggest contribution? The act of giving or doing something. What was his biggest thing? What was his biggest thing? Because they were running out of food. What did he bring? Oh, you're probably thinking about, Miss Sparks, what does supplies mean? So supplies brings back food, brings back just the things that they need to survive. So you're like, Miss Sparks, you just gave us the answer. Yes, so he brought back more people and supplies to help them out. So what you're going to do, you are going to go on to your Jamboard. And what that is going to look like is, that's not here, sorry. What you're going to do is you are going to move, Miss Sparks has to go here first so you can see it. I think this is it. Oh no, that's not it. Sorry, Miss Sparks thought she was ready, but she wasn't. Here we go, this is it. Okay, so you have, and you've done this before, I believe with Pocahontas, so as this is coming up, you're going to click and drag each nonfiction text feature to the correct box/place. So here's Christopher Newport. This is Christopher Newport brought supplies to people. Oh, that's supposed to be people. That's all right, you guys got it. To Jamestown. And here is a photograph. So remember, our photographs and captions go together. So this might be a caption explaining our photograph. So you're just going to click and drag. So if you think this is the heading, you will click and drag right here and just moving it back and forth. So make sure that, so if you think this is the photograph, I know there's going to be some, I had to squiggle out some stuff. So just place, so we have our heading, our caption, and our photograph. But I want you to click and drag to where you think each of these go. So go ahead, head to your Jamboard, and click and drag each nonfiction text feature to go to its purpose or to its place.